Hi, my name is Oladapo, and in this video, I will be taking you through how to take your trade entry. In the last video, we talked about how to identify a perfect trend line for an uptrend, and I talked a little bit on the downtrend. So if you want to make money in the market, you must always focus on when a trade retraces to form a higher low to look for a buy entry, and whenever it's retraces to the same higher low to look for further buy entry, and so on and so forth, particularly when a trade is on an uptrend. Most times we don't sell a buying trade. Some traders short a buying trade, like what's happening. You can see that the trade was literally selling till it gets back to a higher low, but it's advisable to often look for more potential buy in an uptrend than a buy. Like if I was in this trade, for instance, trading it, this is a daily time frame, trading it on a lower time frame, I'll be looking for more of a buy in between the sell till I see my proper confirmation that I can short it quickly to the board. Above all, I'm focusing more on the best way to take a perfect entry on an uptrend. We take entry whenever a trade comes to a lower higher low, and this is a daily candle. This candle represents each day. So if you are using a setup like daily setup to get your direction, meaning your entry must come on a lesser time frame, like possibly your 4 hours time frame, you see it more clearly, or you come as far as 1 hour to see it more clearly. So let's just still go back to how do we now. Okay, we've seen that this trade is going to the upside. Okay, I saw it break here, came and respect this trend line. So how do I jump in on this trade? What you want to do is you want to make use of your immediate trend within the trend, like a minor, call it a minor trend, and this is a major trend line respecting the higher time frame. So you want to look for immediate. Where did the trade start correcting? Like here now, you say we are looking for opportunities to buy, so it doesn't mean you start buying from here. The best place to buy is on the trend line. How do we buy on the trend line? You bring your trend line, find where traders obviously started selling. It started selling here, okay, but pull back. But this was the last place we saw it before it come to this trend line. We're looking for a buy entry, so you want to connect it. This is applicable on all time frame, meaning if you're following this major trend line on 4 hours, you'll be looking for lesser time frame on like 1:15 and thereabout. But this major trend line now, we spot it out on the daily time frame. So you come to where it's rejected the last time, to that region. You want to respect this present trend line. So what you want to do as my trader, you bring this trend line, find the place why it was selling to the downside. Trade came here, pull back, came here, pull back, came here, pull back, came here. So the last place it came before it got to the trend line region was this very region here. So as a smart trader, I haven't confirmed that this trade is back on the trend line. The next thing you want to do is make sure that you are taking your entry whenever the trades successfully cross the new trend line you've drawn in between the major trend line. Like when you come to like your 4 hours time frame now, you see this very clearly. Well, we just drew a green trend for her perfect. You can see this on a 4 hour time frame that trade officially, when it was a trend line, it would have said you should start buying immediately. If you were trading on a more lesser time frame, you might have seen an entry here to here. But the best place to be on the safe side, if you're more of a swing trader, is whenever trade officially close out of that trend line. You can see that the market came out of the trend line. In short, you can even see it clearly here. It's still respecting the trend line at this region. Came respect. When market is out of it, then you look for your buy entry. So you can see respect this body a little. So you can see that this market came to this region, pull back. The moment it got out of it, you see that our buy was so secure that every sell that was happening never came back to this region. And we said that the law of a perfect buy says that the lower high is making, it must not come back to the entry level. It will not come back to the entry level. So when we even come to 1 hour time frame to even see it clearly, you will see that trade came to our region and started pulling back heavily to the upside on the same green line we drew. Earlier. You see the trade came into it. You can see even on 1 hour time frame, that trade, the moment it broke out of that green line, it never stopped the movement till it gets to the destination it's going to. Let me put this on the default, apply default. Okay, so you can see perfectly here that the best and most secure buy entries whenever this level that was rejecting it while it was selling to the downside was completely taken out. So also simply applicable to if you want to continue the buy trend here. The trade did not come to the trend. Remember I said you always look for a buy in a buying market. Don't look for sell. Whenever you see a market selling when it's an uptrend, it's an avenue for you to look for more buy. Don't say you're trying to sell in between. So like here now you can see we go to like for the same forward time frame. This I'm doing on a day trade is more of a swing trade. You can see the moment trades correct break out of the trend it has been rejecting from market buys more. So as a smart trader, there are other confluence to how to also spot this aside using a trend line. But I just want to buttress because of this video on how to perfectly use your trend line to spot your buy entry. So most times, like when trade breaks out of this, like you can see this candle now, it broke out of this trend line. You often wait for where trade retrace back to your entry. The moment you see this confirmation, whatever time frame, if it is 1 hour, if it is 15 minutes, the moment you see it, just wait for find a way to put your buy around this region and make sure your stop loss is stretched depending on the time frame you're entering and what you're risking. Your stop loss sometimes can be below this candle that got rejected the last time, because candle has confirmed a buy. So whatever makes it come back here, it's possible that the buy trend, the sell would not stop till they get back to the trend line. So know how to use proper risk management to achieve that. So if this how I got this trend line is unclear, you can go to the previous video and watch properly how we were able to spot out this trend line. Trend lines helps you to know where the direction of the market is going and how it's respecting the levels. And I talked about the golden levels whereby I trade when it gets to the particular region where resistance and supports are. There's always a way the trade respects those regions. But above all, I'm just buttressing more on how to make use of your trend line. Also, you can say the same thing applicable to when the trade retrace back to the trend line. Trade has been selling at this region, perfect like this. It has been respecting, and then market came all the way. This was the last place it got respected. So the moment trade breaks trend line, market moves with volume. We go to this a daily candle, we go to like lower time frame 4 and below. Those regions are always strong for this like 4 hours. So meaning if you confirmation trade came back to trend line, pull back, you see 4 hours, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, more than almost a day market was on a buy trend. So you'll be more safe if you get your charts direct trade set up on a daily time frame. Use your lower time frame to execute the entries. So it depends, as I said, if you're a day trader, you'll be buttressing more on 15 minutes chart for this same setup. But there's something very peculiar about trade and redirection. I see a trade pull out, touch the trend line, came back into trend line, pull and touch again. Anytime you see market retraces and struggle to touch the trend line and continue, does a continuation pattern to the upside and touch the trend line, there's possibility that this is often a signal that market wants to sell, but it will not say, might not sell. Sometimes market comes and starts selling, but sometimes it would not sell at that region. You just see, like you can see what happened, the market still pull back in there, but that very region that it has given us, because these are printed signal the market is forming an equal level. Trade is not meant to, a proper buying setup must not come to equal level. Like a trade pull to this side, came sold there, whatever buy that is happening must break this sky. It didn't break it, but decided to sell back to the same region. It's a signal that sellers are trying to take over. But above all, they did not take over immediately. They still pull it to the upside. Those regions are always vital sell moving forward. You can see what happened thereafter. That market came into the region, even still respected it, but could not break trend line. Now our trend line says that when we are moving your previous, whenever it gets to a trend line, the level it touched to, no matter sell is doing, it must not come to the previous level it started selling from. It must not. And you can see again here too, when it started buying, the sell never gets to this previous level it started buying from. That is why we are still open for a buy. When we see that level, we'll start thinking of it like, hey, now that we see that the trade was struggling to break above, some trader will be open for more sell, but the best way is still, in as much as it hasn't violated it, we are still open for a buy. So most time when I see trade in this region, I call these are the ranging region. Most time trading, this is where most people lose their fund the most. So what you do is draw a box, something like this, to just envelope those direction and see if market will break out of it. It breaks out of it, you follow it to the upside to get to the trend region. But remember, this region has been struggling to break. Next time market comes there, something might happen. So trade came back into it and then again pull again to the upside. So after pulling again to the upside, you see that trend line, it respected the trend line. The law says that markets must know whatever trend line, whenever it gets to the trend line, the sell must not come to the level. Yeah, it didn't respect it, but at this region, it came back into it, which must not happen. And it also added to the fact that it officially break our trend line that we've been buying for a while, meaning we are done with buy. Anytime a trade comes and break your trend line, no matter how much you like that setup, you must not be open for further buy. And that was what happened here. Mostly trade, if this trade was to do us very well as a 10, it was meant to still pull back a little bit to where it got broken from, a little bit to this region and start selling, but they didn't allow that to happen. They sold it for that. So what do you do as a trader? How do you jump in on this? Remember, it has been trying to violate this region before. It broke it officially. Wait for a proper sell up. This region is a strong sell region moving forward. Now trade go further. So if you come to like 4 hours time frame, you see this clearly. That trade eventually, after breaking that out of the trend line, it didn't wait for us, it moved further. So admitting we're on like 1 hour time frame, we might have seen clearly the entry, how it violated the trend line and printed an entry. So let's try and spot that out. Okay, perfect. You can see here this trend line was what we were using. Trade officially breaks it. It must not break it. It has been respecting it before now, trading above it. You can see officially broke it here, meaning that the fact that it has broken it, if I was to take this trade, if I was on a daily candle, I'll just be waiting for market to come and reject that region it broke it from. So it rejected it here, pull back into it. I don't have business. You don't have, this is just a confirmation. You don't have, but some people would have entered from it. I don't enter that way. I like entering when it's far away so that I can use this place as my stop loss. Whatever makes trade come back into the trend line, I know that yes, my sell decision is not correct. Some trader jump in here, they are safe anyway. Some scenarios trade will not come. And the best way is, this is my confirmation candle. I need my confirmation candle to be leveled out before I think of a sell moving forward. You can see the market rejected this candle, pull back. It's none of my business. I don't buy this. I'm out of it. I don't even take this. I just wait for market to come and take away this level. So market officially took it away. So yeah, I'm interested in this. This is where you see me. This is where I often call my golden sell region. Golden sell region. You'll see me sell this trade like anything. And my stop loss will be above this trend line. Because any pullback that happens, I believe it shouldn't go above this trend line. Whatever makes it go above it, then my decision is invalid. I have to wait for another setup. Because if the candle might just come and respect this video and still reject it again, then I sell. For I can see the sell you enter from here, the trade continue and continue. This trade I would have talked more on that, where you stop, take your profit and all of that, but I'm just here to buttress more on how to take your trade entry within trend line. You can see this trade started printing a sell at this region and then continue the sell to the downside. Like if you come to like a daily time frame, a little candle, for instance, that region is sold out from, you see that region is sold out from, they sold for that. Remember, if you pay close attention, remember we're talking of trend line to the upside. Now trade has been rejecting this trend line from here. So would have said we jump in earlier. Some would have entered, but the smart way to enter is whenever the trend line is completely taken away, because we've started seeing the confirmation for a sell from here. So that's one of the things that I even added to why I needed to jump in on a sell here. I'll pull it to the obvious level where trade has been respecting in terms of our support level, and whatever happened there determine what we'll do moving forward. You can see trade was struggling to pull back from it, so that means we're looking for more potential sell till it gets to the trend line. So how do you still maintain an entry on this trade? You can see here trade sold to this level, which means we are open for a sell. So anytime trade, you can see this trend line through here. You wait for it to be violated if you want to sell further. So if we go to like let's say like our 1 hour candle time frame, you can see trade will tell us what happened at that region. That region we sold from, you can see, okay, trade retraced back to the upside and was forming a kind of manipulative whatever. So all you always want to wait for is let this level be taken away, then you short it to the downside to where it's coming from. That's that way. But I'm already going into other things, but I just want to buttress more on how to use your trend line to take your entry. You always make sure that you get your confirmation. Like this trend line now, I take this kind of candle as my buy confirmation, but I won't take my buy yet. How do I enter my buy? Wait for market to retrace and come and close above it. So even if I go to lower time, I still look for more confirmations to my buy. But the moment all this rejection level I've been thinking, the market will play to the upside. You can see also when this market was selling to the upside. The moment this level that was holding it got liquid, the market got there and sold again. You can see what happened there. So we can even take this, our minor trend line. As trade has been respecting this region. Okay, the moment trade violates it, then we'll look for a further sell. So when you taking entry on trend line, you need to always wait for a confirmation. Don't just say because market has gotten to the trend line, then you start buying. No, you might be lucky market go in your favor, but that's not a smart way to trade. You wait for confirmation. It gets there the first time, wait and see what market wants to do, whether you want to continue buying or it wants to sell that region. So sometimes most of this kind of thing I do when I see confirmation that this candle buy confirmation, I wait for a proper break. I can see that even this box I drew is all automatic. If you go to lower time frame, I'd already even giving me more add-on to the decision making for further buy, that yes, okay, that this region is a buy anytime trade breaks out of it. I hope with this little of explain, this is just the part 1 of entry. So I'm still going to talk more on several ways to take your entry using your trend line, and then other strategies you can use to take your entry in the financial market. So I wish you the best. See you on the next